Hi, and welcome to Catherine's Low Income Prepping / Survival. This is take number 3, by the way, for you people who are counting. Uh, I know you don't know this because I deleted the other ones, but this is my third attempt. Um, I'm Catherine, and me and my partner Tamara, and our dog Bucky, and our cat Ginger are currently living in an apartment building, and we're working towards saving up money to move out. We consider ourselves survivalist preppers, and I do a lot of my own repairs on things, and we have medical supplies, and we have food and water and all that great stuff. Okay, I'm fixing my pickup truck and to be a canopy camper that's going to have 2 solar panels on it. It's going to have AC and DC on it so that I can plug it in if we go camping or something. But really, it's more of an escape module so that if we had to leave here in a big hurry, we could just load what we need into it and we could take off, and we'd have a safe place to sleep in at night if we didn't have the money for a motel at that moment, which we should. But you never know. We also put some money away. As I'm saying, we're saving money to get ourselves a piece of property with a little cabin on it, wood stove, solar panels, dog, cat, chickens, maybe a pig or two, um, goats, and stuff like that, rabbits. And we want to be, I'm not going to say we're going to be self sufficient because we're not going to be self sufficient. But anyhow, that's our goal. So 16 more days to Christmas. We just went through Thanksgiving. I know I was happy with Thanksgiving. I hope you all were too. And I know it's kind of a stressful time with family and everything, get-togethers and all that. Christmas is coming up, and we're going to have a little celebration here at home for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. And then, of course, there's New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, and my birthday's the 4th of July, 4th of January, excuse me. I always want to say July, I don't know why. But anyhow, it's the 4th of January. All right, yes, I'm old too, by the way. Um, so anyhow, if as you saw in my other video, I got that Taylor 45 long Colt that's engraved. I bought that with my Christmas money and money from my spending money every month. Me and Tammy, we pay our bills. We put so much away in savings, and we each get like about $100. But I don't usually take my 100, so I save it up and I buy things at the end of the year because usually whatever I seem to want is a lot of money. It doesn't matter what it is; it's always a lot of money. I don't get why, but I like to have hobbies and have fun, and because you got to live your life day by day. Because if you say, well, in 2 years I'm going to do this, you might not make it to 2 years, and you're going to say, my God, I wish I would have saved every dime I had. I mean, I would have just went out and spent every dime I have so that I can have fun now, which is what a lot of people do. But anyhow, they got at the gun shop, they got an antique 22. It's kind of small. And then they got a princess there too, but I don't know if I'm going to get that princess. And who knows if it's going to be there. But this 22, it's a relatively cheap brand, and I don't think they make them anymore. It's kind of got a black finish to it. It's got an interesting handle, and it's got the blade that comes down through a slot to hit the 22 rounds, since they're rim fired. But I like 22s. I used to have, a long time ago when I was working in security, I used to have a large collection of 22 Derringers and 22 revolvers, semi-autos. Kind of gotten away from semi-auto 22s. I like the revolvers better. It just, it takes longer to load them. You use less ammo. And I basically get guns for survival, hunting, for food gathering. And 22s are good for that. So if you have a few extra 22s, it's good to have. And when we get this piece of property, I should be able to hunt there on the property. And of course, I got a 45 rifle. So hopefully to go with the 45s. And here in the state of Georgia, you can hunt deer with that. So shoot, they let you hunt with 223 here. So it's pretty easy going. And I got a lifetime hunting license. So just because a person is gay or lesbian or whatever, you know, I'm a lesbian, but, and I'm pretty open about that. But the thing is, you know, I'm a patriot. I believe in patriotism. I believe in the United States of America, the Constitution, and that's why I voted for Trump. But so here goes my nose again. It's really cold here. I've got it 68 in the house, but it just feels cold. It's kind of wet and damp. We're having a lot of rain right now. Um, so if you're in the 22s, 45 long Colts, single actions, cowboy stuff, cowgirl stuff, whatever, you can write me in the comments and I'll write you back. Or about prepping stuff or Christmas or whatever. And, my email is catdog6949@gmail.com. That's catdog6949@gmail.com. Anyhow, please write me. Remember to like and subscribe. More subscribers, the closer I'll get to maybe somebody sponsoring the show. I like doing this. I like talking to you all out there. And I'll talk to you about anything, even if you don't agree with me about certain things. I'm not one of these people that's going to disagree with you and say, oh, I don't want to hear from you. I do want to hear from you. I would like to have a two-way conversation with people. And I'm not doing any live videos right now. Oh, and by the way, I'm at 46. So I want to thank all of you that brought me up to 46. My goal is to shoot to 50. And when I get to 50, I'm going to do a giveaway. So make sure to like and subscribe and get on the list and watch my videos. Because when I hit 50, I'll go ahead and start my video. Yeah, there's Tammy again. She's going to come in here and laugh and stuff. Because she did something she shouldn't do on there earlier. But anyhow, hope you're all doing good. I hope you're looking forward to Christmas, for whatever reason. Yeah, for whatever reason it is, whether it's Christmas trees and songs or Jesus. Even though I'm not religious, if it's because you love Jesus, and that's great, write me, tell me. Anyhow, I'll bring you up in my next video. I'm just not very religious. I grew up Catholic, but religion hasn't been a big thing for me. I just believe it'd be good to people. Excuse me again. Yes, my nose is running, and I've been trying to catch it, but it keeps trying to get away. So anyhow, I hope you're all doing well. And, January is my birthday, is in January, close to New Year's. When I was growing up as a kid, my family used to have my birthday either on New Year's or at Christmas, which was really terrible because you only get one group of presents, whereas everyone else gets Christmas presents and then they get their birthday presents. And it was really hard for me at times. I'm glad for what I can, what people want to give me as a present. I mean, that's great, but it was just strange, all my other people would go, well, you never have a birthday present. Well, we're having Christmas, so we didn't invite people over other than family, family got invited over, trying to do the best we can. Now, I'm really tight. I'm really a tight one. I don't spend money unless I have to. Two things I like to spend money on is hunting. I like working on things. I like guns. I like cars and motorcycles. Can't really afford or have a place for a lot of cars or motorcycles here in the apartment. We get a piece of property. I might get an old truck and rebuild it. I had an old truck at one time. It'd be nice if I could do this again. you know. And then, instead of a motorcycle, it'd be an ATV because I need something I can pull the plow behind and the disc and, you know, do the garden. Or a garden tractor. I guess I could drive around the property on a garden tractor. So, that's the kind of things I'm going to do. I love wood stoves, and I'm looking forward to one day being able to have a piece of property and have a place I can have a wood stove in. And if I couldn't do that, maybe a fireplace. I don't know. Maybe we can get a. See, one of the things I'm going to do is when we get enough money put away, like 12 to 15,000, maybe 20,000, I intend to have all the tools I'm going to need to work. I've got about probably a little over a third of the tools I'm going to need. And I need to get the rest of them and set up my truck with solar panels and other things so that in a power outlet. And then I want to put a generator in the truck. And that way it can become like a power base where I can run things. We can charge things until we get settled in. And then I'll put up a big solar array and like 13, 12-volt batteries and power them. I learned a lot about 12-volt stuff and wiring stuff up, and so I can wire my own stuff up now. I actually built my own little solar generator with a battery, and I have an input and output on it. I even wired in a charger, but right now all I can do is charge it. Like if you bought one of those Jackery, it's called. I can't afford one of those. So I just took a battery and put it in a battery box and then wired up a couple outlets and some wires leading out of it that have plug-ins on the end of them. And my charger plugs right in. It tells me how much is in the battery, and it tells me when it's full, and it tells me how many amps and all that stuff. And it just plugs in on a cable that comes out the side of the battery box. And I have two 12-volt outlets on the top, and they got 15 amp fuses on them. I don't think anything I'm going to use in the 12-volt system on a little battery is going to be stronger than 15 amps. And like several things I went out and got, I deliberately bought things like our microwave. It's only 800 watts, and I'm pretty sure that I can run that on a generator without a problem. And I like thinking about buying a couple little low wattage heaters and have those so that before we would go, I can run them on a generator on extremely cold mornings. It's just a matter of putting gas in. You either got to pay the electric company or you got to pay the gas for your generator and upkeep, Well, that's enough about all that. So I'm got some things I'm going to sell. I got like a little semi-auto 22. I'm not much into semi-autos anymore. And I got a holster I'm selling. I'm going to take that and sell it. And I'm going to put some of that money away, and I'm going to use the rest of it to pick up this 22 antique gun for part of my birthday present. And I'm getting a couple of handles for I have one of those NAA revolvers that folds up into itself so you can put it in your pocket. And I'm going to buy a pair of rosewood handles with pearl inlay on them. It's fake pearl, I don't think it's real pearl. Not for the price I'm paying. It's really cheap. You can get them on eBay or Amazon. And I'm going to get a few extra magazines for my deer rifle. I have a 742 Woodmaster, and I'm going to get for that. And that's about it. I'm going to get a few other odds and ends, and I'm going to try to save a little bit of money. Because starting in February, we're going to start buying more silver. And once I hit 160 ounces of silver, we're going to buy some gold pieces. They say that if you're saving money up, it's good to have, as a hedge against inflation, to have like 160 ounces of silver. I'm nowhere near that right now, and some and 3 ounces of gold. 3 ounces of gold costs more than 160 ounces of silver by at least 2.5 times, but you can put it in your pocket, or in your purse or whatever. That much silver would be about 10 pounds. So, yeah, it's, I don't know. Living on a fixed income, being retired is kind of hard. you know, if I go get a job, it could affect my check. If I go do this or that, it could be, and I'm going to be 67 soon. So I just don't see the point of it. And with my heart issues and the fact that I feel tired a lot in the evenings, I'm fatigued basically. I don't think that's a good idea for me to go out and get a regular job. I mean, I worked when I was younger, and after I got hurt on my job, they took care of me for a while from my job, and then, I got on a fixed income, and now I'm retired because I went over 66. They put me on a check in Medicare. So that's a good thing. I have an income. Everyone's, you got to work on having an income of some kind, no matter what you do. And so I'm hoping that silver will go up after I hit that, and it'll go up to like $100 or whatever they say. One guy says 1,000. I don't believe that. I think if it goes to 100, we're doing good, and if we go to 150 or two, I'm just going to be ecstatic because that'll probably get me what we want. But anyhow, like and subscribe. Remember, CATDOG6949 at gmail.com. And you can send me a comment too. All right, well, y'all take care. You have a great Christmas. I'll probably make another video before Christmas once I figure out what I'm going to talk about. I'm still taking care of my friend that went through a bunch of surgery because she had cancer. She's my neighbor across the way. She's got a lot of doctor's appointments, so it kind of takes a lot of time out of my day. Not necessarily the day, but I got to get up, I got to get myself together, I got to do my household stuff, got to do all the things that I want to do, and try to then go do what she needs to do. And at least now she's healed up enough, she's able to get around and do all the things she's working on and that she wants to do. And she's actually taking care of a person that's ended up in a rehabilitation/nursing home. They had to remove this gentleman's leg, and because he got an infection really bad because he's diabetic, and it got worse. And so if you're diabetic, make sure you take care of yourself. Got to try, and take care of any infections you get and stuff. So now he's going to get another leg, and one of those false legs, and they're fitting him for it now. And then they got to teach him to walk again on it and all that. So he seems to have lost a lot of weight, and he seems to be really happy. He's not happy about not being at home, but hopefully soon he'll get to where he can get around and he'll get another apartment and get out of there. That's his goal. Anyhow, y'all take care. Remember, if you're watching this, you too are the resistance. Resist authority. Resist people who don't follow the Constitution. If your leaders or your local government or the federal government doesn't follow the Constitution, then it's your right and your requirement as a citizen to resist. Remember that. All right. Remember, God bless America. All right. Bye. Be happy.